Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another live stream from Suarez HQ. If you're watching this live, well done you. If you're watching it on catch up, Sandy McGill first through the door. If you're watching on catch up, you will have seen probably to the either underneath or to the right hand side of this thumbnail, the one that we've just done about half an hour ago, which has got the thumbnail that says Painting Royale on it. The reason we're 10 minutes later than scheduled is because we're trying to update Photoshop so I could do a flipping thumbnail. But anyway, we've sorted that out now. We're going to go on with painting number 2. I promised this in the previous video, so if you haven't watched that, you can go back and watch that in chronological time order. We're going to do this one down here as a landscape painting. The one I've just done, I've actually shifted up to there, which is on the previous video. We're going to do that one now, which is great. Just bear with me because I'm not saying I'm behind schedule, but well, I am a little bit, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know, I'm not a miracle worker. Managed to have a packet of crisps, check me out, Oak Cuisine, and hydrate, and sort the thumbnail out. Anywho, we're going to go with number 2 of the day. Are we definitely streaming? We are definitely streaming, aren't we, mate? Yeah. No, that's fine. I wanted to make sure because my happy, smiley, lovely face didn't say live on it. No, it says live. Fabulous. Right, let's click on that and make sure I can see the stream and I can see everybody commenting. Sandy first through the door. Great. Okay, five of you watching now. Let's see who's going to join us again after the first one. I pretty thought I ain't watching any more of that. That bloke with the space helmet on. Who does he think he is? That's me. Anyway, right. So, oh hello. I tell you what, we'll take a little look on Roam Cam and I'll show you the colours that we're going to be using for this painting. Something a little bit different. And I've never used this colour combination before. In fact, I've never ordered this set of colour paints before. There's a little bit of me which is quite excited actually, because this is quite a break from the norm. Let me introduce you to the olive tree. So, usual suspects. We're going to get some Crown Gold, Autumn Gold, whatever it is. Some Queen's Gold, some copper possibly. We've got a stark white, we've got a cream. They're fairly stock. But now we're moving into some RAL and British Standard colours. And so we've got this sagey, I don't know, quite deep. Yeah, I suppose that is the olive. Well, I don't know, depends which olives you have. I don't know, I don't eat olives, I can't stand them. That's more an olive green, I would know, looking in the supermarkets. Then there's a kind of a pistachio mushy pea green. We've got a very slight, almost kind of non-existent green, but it is a green, that's there. It's not even mint, I don't think. I think this is just one of those subtle kind of hints. Then we've got a barley, which is really nice. And then I'm going to kind of, I've just been debating how to maneuver those on the canvas, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin them down, and then I'm going to pour them in some lines, and then kind of maneuver it sort of wavy around with my hands. This is very much a hands and knees painting, which is going to be quite interesting, which I'll probably be doing from this side, well, and probably both. So that's what I'm going to try and do. This is the range of colours, and having spent time with the client and understanding what their interiors are looking like, I think this could be quite an interesting, flip. And they won't be expecting that, but they are featuring a lot of these colours within their interior refit, and I want to try and echo some of that. We don't use it for this space, however, we may be using it for another further down the line. But you know, I haven't really painted in anger for 6 months, guys, so I just got to keep doing it now. If it's rubbish, it doesn't matter. Just keep going. I'll find my groove. All right. So bear that in mind. I mean, I haven't been creative for a long time. There's always creative solutions and things to think about, problems to solve. It's a constant thing on a daily basis. But the actual process of doing what you employ yourself to do, I haven't done for a very long time. So there is a little bit of that getting back into everything, and it's nice. It's a good groove. I'm feeling good about it. There's a lot to be done, but I'm looking forward to doing it. So if you are watching this for first time, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Standard rules apply. If you have any questions, please ask. Want to know something, please ask. Obvious, not obvious, doesn't matter. I've got a closed loop to AD out in control. Welcome back, buddy. After a frantic half an hour getting the stream
yes, ready. I'm back.
AD's got a closed loop into my ears so he can feed any information in that I need to hear. Losing sight of the main objective.
So far, Sandy McGill's just said hi. We've got 14 viewers. I did ask, I said, don't forget to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you are. And also, more crucially, what are you watching on? Because like the last session we just did, we want to know if you're on a laptop, you know, a pad of some sorts, or phone, or TV. Because I think TV seems to be where the best colour is. So let us know what you're watching on.
So yeah, I'd love to know that. It's a screen TV or a lappy or something like that. Now what I'm doing here is, yeah, we're going to swing around on the other camera. Oh, I say, hello. I'm thinning down. It's not an exact science this. I'm putting various amounts of thinners in here because I want the paints to either move or not move and do various things. Some I'm not even going to thin. We're going to have a bit of a play around with this. Hey, Jake from Dallas. See, look, we've put out an appeal for people to get on the chat, and what happens? People get on the chat. Jake, you're very, very welcome. Thanks for joining us, buddy. What's the weather like where you are? Hey? You say Dallas? Did you say Dallas? Dallas, I bet it's far better than it is here. I would swear, but, you know, we'll probably be demonetized. Not... Oh, Dan's back. Not with the monetized when we're live. When we're live, we don't run ads. Obviously, have to run them afterwards. So there's your incentive, isn't it? Especially watching on a big TV. Watch it live if you can. Welcome, Tom. Welcome, Dylan. Back for another helping. Tom is watching on his laptop. Are you skiving off work, Tom? Are you skiving off work? Or should you be doing something else? I'm always curious to know. Are you on lunch break? Are you on day off? Do you not work for a living? Are you supposed to be doing other things? Is someone giving you a list of things to do and you think, I really can't be bothered to do it. I'm gonna watch that dude in the space helmet. Always curious to know that. I'm just mixing the paint. It's not going to take long. Forgive me if this looks a bit tedious, but it is quite an important part of the job. Crucial to this is going to be the gold. Always believe in your soul. So I'm going to get jiggy with it, and I'm going to shove it in.
That's what she said.
He's got to keep his wits about him, I tell you, because he never knows when the double entendre is coming. He never knows when it's coming, does he? Lucia, hola, just joined. Welcome, Lucia. Very nice to see you. Right, okay. So we've got some thin paint in colours I've never used before. And I think we'll get some on some canvas, mate. What do you reckon? Should we do it?
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Tom's retired all the time. Lucky Tom. I'm going to get all of the paint on, and then I'm going to spray it, and then I'm going to start moving it. So that's the generalized plan here. We're going to go dark to light and see what happens. This could be quite an interesting session because I have no idea what's about to happen. I mean, genuinely none. I mean that quite sincerely. I'm not running that up the flagpole for clicks and views, although that would be nice. You know, like thumbs ups would be nice. Thumbs up, guys, really, really super important now. Like you've done before, like you know that we need. It tells the AI, which is now the bots running everything in this damn world, that they actually engage and like what we're doing. Which of course is a big help for us, trying to spread the gospel of Suarez. If you don't mind doing that, we'd be very grateful. the gold isn't going to do anything when I spray it. So, and neither of the others. They're going to do absolutely nothing. So we're going to get a real kind of mixture of stuffs going on. It's going to be really interesting. I'm playing with matte and gloss paints here. I'm hopeful we can pull something really nice out of the bag. Now some of these will react to thinners when I put it on, and some of them won't, which is the nature of the beast. Which is fine, you know, that's okay. I get that. And I am tempted. I'm going to pop a pink in. I shouldn't, but I just want to. It's the one I used previously. It's such a subtle, almost you can't even see it. You've really got to get your nose into it. But as I'm now discovering, it's just such a versatile colour. It actually looks really nice. Difficult to see on the camera. They're not clever enough for you to probably pick up the subtleties of them. But it's gorgeous. So I'm going to get some of that back. I'm mixing it in with the very, very light green. And I'm going to pop it here. I think this is definitely going to be a banded kind of thing. Yeah, that's no. Oh, you just see that coming out. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream, lovely. Just give that a little hint. All right. Okay. Good so far. Right. So let's get the thinners on. So I'm going to go fairly kind of conservative to begin with, and then we're going to start firing into this. What I don't want to do is put too much on, so albeit that I have thinned, as you've just seen as we came on air, some of the paint already, it won't really be enough to do what I want to do. So it's important now that I get thinners on, and it also slows down the curing process, so it gives me a little bit of time to work out what I'm going to do with that. Cookie Monster, hello again. Tracy Platt, well, the tea monster is in the house. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for being here. Lovely to see you, of course. So, I think I'm going to go black spreader, and we'll see how we get on with that. See what we can mix in. Let's get a base going to begin with, a buttery biscuit base. So we see what Rome. What's the picture on Rome looking like there, mate? If I'm down here. Okay, well we'll go with that. Right? See what we can do. Nick's joined us again. Buongiorno, Nick Franklin. In the great scheme of what we do here, probably more on the conservative end, but sometimes less is more, isn't it? I mean, we all know that. Let's just get nicely in and out, moving up and down. Start things now. Get the hands in a little while, start moving it around. Might get a bit happy splashy in places, but let's just get the paint moving. What will be interesting is to see how the canvas behaves itself in terms of how it will start rippling as this moisture starts to sink in. We had that on the first one. Remember, on the base coat, it's a natural material. It's going to react to having water on it, to having liquid. Okay. Some landscapes and some horizon points. They're always good fun. And then we can figure out, I can learn kind of what the paint's doing. It's reacting, how it feels. Should be doing with it, or shouldn't be doing with it, all that kind of thing. Take long to put the lines in. But even as we do this, things are going to start to move and maneuver themselves. So yeah, it could get kind of interesting as time goes on, especially when we hit the thicker paint. choose to add them, take away, and all that malarkey. Hands in, and of course things will start to cure and dry, and it's more difficult to move, which in itself is going to make things interesting. Tracy's in Cornwall. What's your weather doing, Tracy? I can imagine, but let's ask anyway. Okay, right, so I need to get over there. We're not quite halfway up. So let's pull it down this way a little bit. So yeah, very dull. Oh dear. Not the best, is it? Expect this now this time of the year, haven't we? Wherever you are, it's kind of that time, isn't it? Time of the year. So Morton is missing the technique from before with the special sauce. We might put a drop on here actually. It's feeling like it might be a special sauce kind of painting. So let's see. We won't rule it out for this one. Just want to give that early kind of establishment of movement and where it's going, and then it gives me a chance to figure out where to take it, so to speak. Not cold in Cornwall, flipping cold here. Not a fan of green in paintings, but gradually moving towards us in quite a few actually. Interesting how tastes can change over the years. There's that pink, subtle pink, it's just in there. It's really difficult to kind of pull out. Hopefully we'll be able to see it on the Roam cameras. I'll give you a look. Let's get ourselves up to the white, and then we can think about how to pull the others in. Get the covering, stand a chance, and if things go south of the border, there's at least something there. No, thank you, Sandy. Likes how I work with the viscosity and flow of paints. The more fluid and liquid they are, the more difficult they are obviously to control. So whenever something is thinned going on, it's always less controllable for me. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Let's work on the top edge now. And then we can figure about how to manoeuvre the shapes, what kind of effect we're going to get. Yeah, so a rough kind of movement and blend is not too bad. I think my gold line has gone way off, but that's fine. We can bring that back. There's paint on my nice shoes. Nothing nice about these. No, thank you anyway. Lady just chatting in my ears about the gold. If you can get a better perspective on the cameras than me. So I face lots of different choices now. I can keep the textures going by keeping the tool. I can use a softer tool like a brush or a sponge roller, which would then soften the edges. I'm just, while getting lines, considering that now. I think it could be quite light, actually, quite light and loose. Got to get used to the colours because it's a scheme I've not used, combination over 13 years of certainly doing it professionally that I've never ever used before. Got to keep an eye to the ground as to what's going on with the client's refit. big commercial place in London featuring these colours. So they don't even know that I'm doing this. So it's going to be a bit of a curveball, but I figure it's a good time to have a go with them. So, okay, we've got it done as much as we're going to do, I think, with that for now. So let me have a walk around it and see where we're at, and I'll figure out what we need to do next. The gold is very much a horizon line. It's completely cockeyed this end. Right, so a long stick, that's what I need. Let's go and hide behind the curtain and see what I can find. Oh, right, that one. No. Ooh, who's asked that? So Cookie Monster asking, what artist do I like and who inspires me? Well, I like Pollock, obviously. I think there's always that element of stuff going on. I like a Cornish painter called Trevor Bell, still alive, I believe. Just going to get a piece of timber, I think. That's all right. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just going to go and get. No, I'll get it now. I'll just pour one out there. Who else do I like? Trevor Bell. Joni Mitchell. I like her. She's always good. By Bridget Riley for geometric shapes. That it really. Right, nice big block of timber. That's where I need to be. I get a line. Right, okay, so more gold, and we need just some at this end. Better, I can actually follow a line now. Yeah, colours are quite interesting. Let's get gold now. Yeah, that's a bit better, I think. All right, cool. Right, Amy just feeding back in my ears about, so we're on this, it's this one, isn't it? So it's that end there, it's the end inside here. The end needs, yes, okay, right, okay, yeah, I know. So we need more there, okay. Let's get this out. So we're going in with the fingers now. Oh, nice, I like that. That as well. Ooh, yeah, fingers definitely in with fingers and thumbs, I think now. Good question, Tracy, asking if they're the client's choice of colours. No, client has given me minimal indication about kinds of things they like from the current portfolio. I have painted for them before, which is great, but you know, it's always different every single time. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm kind of pushing the boat out a little bit with this, but I'm trying to also be sympathetic to the interiors as well. So we've had several on-site meetings with the principal architect and fit-out teams and all this kind of stuff, and got a very good understanding about what's going in and colour schemes, because of course people have to work there. It's got to work as a work environment. I need to scrape with it. But understanding that, then I've got to come back and interpret that in a way that gives variation, calmness, excitement, something interesting to look at, you know, and that's where you earn your money, because they're the things that someone relies on you to deliver for them, and it has to be something that they're going to want to sit and look at every day. So you know, stakes are high, but yeah, this isn't. It's not this certainly, anyway, this colour scheme isn't something that has been specified. So let's just work this out. I'm gonna, definitely need to actually physically put some more on there. Okay, thought I could spread it out, but that's fine. This is what you get the difference between in the materials. Is this is unthinned and a completely different brand of paint, so it reacts differently. Commissions are very stressful, Tracy, especially this kind of thing when you're trying to understand what it is the client wants. You're trying to put it into a commercial environment, and everything from clients to staff to everybody's going to see this on a daily basis, and it all has to work seamlessly within an interior that has had a lot of money spent on it. Yet it's in multiple 7-figure sums for the fit out, so you've got to get it right. So yeah, they are very stressful, but with that is also comes opportunity. So you either do commissions or you don't. I mean, that's the way it is. But yeah, Tracy, I do. They can be stressful, especially when a client turns around and goes, "Oh, I don't like it." What do you want then? Don't know. You tell me. Just show me something. So, yes. And the lead times, of course, are always a nightmare. So we've had to wait 2.5 months to get a deposit, because it has to go to board level and it has to be signed off, but they still want it by Christmas, which is now not going to happen. And this kind of stuff, I'm not moving on something unless someone's paying for it. That's commercial suicide. So unless I know who they are, in which case, yeah, fine, if you've dealt with them before, but when you haven't, then you need to be very careful on what you're doing, otherwise you could be left high and dry. So yeah, commercial stuff, difficult, but rewarding but difficult. But you've got to have a lot of patience and a lot of other skill sets as well to go with it. Anywho, right, so I'm going to look at it from both sides now. Let's have a look, see what our lines are looking like, because this will dictate where we go now with the thinners. So we're just doing some gentle horizons at the moment, nothing too major, nothing too untoward. So if I get the gloves off and give you a look on Roam Cam, things starting to shape up quite nicely now. I mean, for me anyway, this is all about a little bit more of the subtle side of things. It's still packs a punch. You can walk past that with a potted plant at one end and still think, oh, that's interesting. Multi-Revelator, hello, and thank you for dropping a comment in. Lovely to see you. Right, let's go Roam Cam. So there you go. Look, that's what I see. See, greens do look very green at the moment. Lovely. Okay. Right, let's give ourselves a little look. Let's go into the gold. Gold's quite subtle in the middle. I might start and do something with the gold. I'm not quite sure. We've also got lots of things going on with the green, so let's get in here and have a little look. Very subtle, but the gold, as ever, is one of these reflective paints that, if you get it in the right light, looks pretty amazing, which I really like. Interestingly, if we go down here, look, you can start to see a few waves crashing, peaks and troughs going on. So it is all going on. I mean, there's lots of different things moving. When you look at how subtle things are, I mean, even in this pistachio here, you can see paint moving within paint. So, I think this kind of loose blending technique kind of lends itself to paint just being allowed to flow and do what it wants to do. Oh, there you go. That's an interesting one. So we've got the lighter white going in, look, into the pistachio. That's finding a home. Let's come out so I can move around. Sandy, I don't care for these colours either, but I like it as well. Isn't that funny? Look at this. Look, the licking flames of joy. We've got some real interesting movement. Oh, look, there's a peak coming up there. That's quite exciting. So it is all starting to move. Now, I've got the really good advantage of being able to move that way as well. As things start to kind of fall from the sky and jump up from the mountains, I can choose to move accordingly. And I think what I'm going to do is drop some gold in, and I'm going to start to to kind of skadoosh the gold in their fingers and try and get some lines in that, because I think that's begging for it. But yeah, quite interesting at the moment, isn't it? I think we'll have some special sauce at the end, I think. And we'll special up the gold. I think that's going to look quite interesting. So we'll definitely special sauce the metallics, but not just yet. But even at the moment, and let's just switch you to macro. Got to do it for a second time, haven't I? Oh, welcome to a world beyond time and space. Okay. Oh dear, I have to talk to my therapist about that. Right, how about that? What's that look like? Really cool, huh? Then we follow the shoreline. Whoop, we've got another mountain going on there. So the paint is doing some interesting things at the moment. It might require a few patting down elements to spread some around a bit, you know, might slap it with a wet kipper, you know, that kind of thing. Right through the centre of the painting, that's why, see, there's method in all the madness. Right through the centre of the painting, that's what you get. That's the hook, that's the bit that goes, wow, and that defines the top and bottom halves. Hopefully you're liking that. Let's go around the other side. Whew. Oh yeah, I just caught a bit of that on the screen. That's nice. We haven't got a huge amount of thinners on it at the moment, but you know, I mean, we can already start to see. Oh, you can't, because I've got the right. Sorry, yeah, you can't see it. Starting to get somewhere now. And there, that should look pretty good. And then, I don't know if I can even pick it up. So this is the hope you can see that. So that's the pinky tinge look. I'm just trying to get in as close as I can. Can't help the shadow. I mean, I can tip it slightly, but I'm going to get shadow wherever I am because of the overhead. But it is quite an interesting thing. And then, of course, we're at the other end now of the gold on the other side. You know, and it's starting to work from both ends, really. I mean, it can work either way up, really. Really quite interesting, some of the effects that are already going on. When we give a dose of special sauce, got to be done, hasn't it? I think that's going to light up like a Christmas tree. So stick around for that. Okay, hopefully you're enjoying that. If you are, please do give us a nice big thumbs up, guys. We need your thumbs up. It's really important. Oh, got up too quick. Oof. If you're not sure how to do that, this little video will remind you.
Now, if you're enjoying this video, then don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. And remember to hit that subscribe button. And click on your bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos.
Okay, right, so far so good. We're starting to get some movement. So I think what I'm going to do now is we'll get in with the fingers and thumbs, and I'm going to start moving and waving that gold around on the center line. Now remember, we didn't thin out any of the metallics because they're a different brand of paint. So what we've got is the gold isn't really going to do anything. It's going to kind of sit there. You know, that reminds me of Arizona rock formations and, you know, somewhere around the Grand Canyon, the way you get these wonderful rocks form. But I am going to do something with it. And quite like in the copper where this meets, this big band of lightness here. So we're going to maneuver around the gold a little bit and kind of get it to weave in and out of itself. What you're seeing that end, well, that's off on its holidays. That's doing all kinds of weird and wonderful things. So we may not need to do much with that. But I'm definitely going to have a little look at this center, the gold in the center now. So let's see which is my route into that. Probably going to have to assume an uncomfortable position. Okay, well, let's have a little tickle, quite literally, and see what we can do. Always add more on. Do need just to kind of introduce something over into this bit here. That's all I want to do. And if it means more gold kind of comes on, that's fair enough. I don't mind doing that. And getting to the centre. If I get quiet, apologies. So we'll definitely be adding some more in, I think. It's fine. We'll put more on. It's quite difficult to take it off. But the key thing is I can kind of delineate this edge. This edge was too harsh, I think, for the mass that was here. We'll probably be doing it with the white and bringing the white more into this creamy pinky thing. But that gold definitely needed softening or widening. I can't widen because I don't have a huge volume of paint on it from this side, the side I'm on now. But I can definitely add now that in to here, feeling how much there is underneath some of the other paints, and give me an idea about what I need to add in. If I can expand this out, see, already look dragging it out as my fingers go through, it's gradually starting to come this way. I've got to just be a little bit more patient with it to give that nice line. So having done that now, I kind of need to do the same down here. So I'm going to take away one of the lines. Now I can feel about where it's kind of heading. Get that edge kind of working a bit better first. And I'll really start digging in now because I can go back over the top once I've dragged. There we go, that's better. The paint this way. So although I'm losing what you can see, I'm going to be adding it back in a moment. That's better. The return journey is far better now. I can have a bit more confidence with it. Right, so let me stand at this end. That's better, much better. Now we've got a focal point coming. Oh, my battery, my thing's gone. Right, hang on a sec, I've just got to change a battery. I just come to the door going, your battery's gone. Right, okay, let's sort that out. Should have one already in here. Fingers crossed. So let me be back in my ears again. Oh, I'm back, mate. I'm back. Huzzah. Ah, Jim. Jim is here, our legally blind artist. Hello, Jim Tonseth. Great to see you. After all these months, hey, can it be such a long time? Yeah, I'm afraid it is. But we're back with a vengeance. And right, and we're doing well on the gold so far. Gold's looking nice. We are going to special source it. Even as I'm talking, things are happening. Things are happening quite quickly. We're going to be getting fingers and thumbs in probably quite a few places in this. Just have a quick look around and find out where that gold needs to be. So we've got a slight rise this end. So I then need to go slightly higher this side, which is fine. So let me grab that. Let's get some in. Let's get some in. So this is stream number 2 of 3 today. I'm going to do another one before the end of the day. A lot of paintings to do if you're just joining us. A lot to do. It's all commissions. Right, okay. Just lost Rome Cam. I'll get onto that in a moment. Rome Cam in a minute. Oh, dinner, 12:30 a.m. Goodness me. Well, thank you very much for joining us, dinner. We hope to catch you very soon, and thank you for tuning in. Half past midnight. That's commitment for you. Great job. Okay, much better on the gold now. Much better. I'm going to give that a tiny spray of thinners because I want that to start peppering itself. It's kind of a weird effect. We get to that particular one. Not a lot though. It only needs misty. There we go. I'll get Rome Cam sorted in a minute because the battery's gone. There we go, that's all it needs. So let that settle itself down. Meantime, lots of interesting things happening above and below. Goodness me. Tempting, isn't it, now to make some swooshy patterns in the gold nearest me. Yeah, this is the crucial one. Do I maneuver that? You know, we've got a nice line there, but difficult to know. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Right, let me just sort Rome Cam out. Now we do have a charged battery over there. So what have we got? Yes, it is the Rome Cam battery that's gone. How far are we in, buddy? Perfect. Let's get my battery changed. Would have the wisdom to charge another one up whilst we were between streams, so at least I've got a full charge battery now. Okay, let's get that one in. That one can charge. Right, take a breather for a second, folks. Another 20 seconds. Rome Cam will be up and running. Okay, mate, so it should be coming back online now. Still nothing. Right, hang on then. Right, it's alright with me. Now you should have it. You got it? Oh, it's disappeared. It has disappeared. Right, okay. While I wait for comms to come back online, let's have a little look at that. Right, have you got Roam Cam back on? Okay. Roam Cam's back on. Huzzah! It works. Right, so I'm going to maneuver some of the white down. That'll be next. So let's assume the position. See what we can do with that. Hello, Lynn. Very nice to see you. Yes, we are back, Lynn. Oh, yes. Keep us down for too long. Jim, I love your comment. Thank you. Yeah, go read Jim's comment. Lovely. How to deal with Suarez withdrawal symptoms. Grab a load of paint and start using it. Love it. No, you can't keep us down for that long. We've had a ton of problems, Lynn, as you can probably imagine, but we are definitely back. We're ad hocing the live streams at the moment because it's got such a volume of work to do, and we'll have to be very mindful of how they get done simply because of the amount of time they're going to take to dry. So we're trying to figure all that out, which means, you know, when do we start? When do we move stuff? How can we do it? Now, for instance, doing this today, and I need to move very quickly on this stuff. If I can't move any tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to do a scheduled Wednesday. So there's nothing sinister in all that. It's just we have to be practical and try and figure out how the logistics of how this stuff is going to work and how we're going to get it all done, which is not an easy thing at the moment. Devan, hello. You presume there's something of a theme in mind? Well, it's not really. I've got a rough kind of brief from the client, but I'm trying to work with what I know is going on in the interiors, with the fittings and the finish, materials palette, that kind of thing. But this hasn't really been briefed by them, to be honest. This is me thinking, well, okay, there has to be room for subtle somewhere. And knowing what kind of colours are involved, and right, okay, well, let's have a play. Let's just see where it goes, you know. So that's what this is all about, really. Five, hello, Five. Great to see you. Oh, we've missed all of you, and it's been crazy. Absolutely bonkers time for us. Not really one I want to try and replicate anytime soon. To way too much stress, way too much hassle. For my liking, but at least for now we're back doing what we do best. All right, okay, like it. Right, so we need to get some thinners on this, don't we? Let's give this a spray, see where we're going to go. The copper at the top, gold, isn't going to do very much, but that's fine. Let's see if we can get the paint around it moving. See how liquid we can start to move some of this. The gold's just going to kind of delineate a little bit, do its own thing. Careful with the thinners because too much and it goes everywhere. I'm going to try and maintain some of the lines if I can. Same time, I want it to be quite sort of mystical and ephemeral, you know, that kind of thing, without it being too crazy, but I don't want it to be too angry. Ooh, who's that? Javan's giving me a seaweed-covered beach with an ebbing in and out foamy tide. Whoa, I love it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right, so that'll kind of settle itself down now. Quite like that. It's got some gumption now. It's carrying its colours very well, which I was a little bit dubious about. But actually, you know, we've got the lines, we've got the intrigue, we've got the drama. But actually we're subtle with the colours. I could go way more subtle with it. I probably will do. But I need to learn about what the colours are doing before I can go completely mad. I'm going to do one where I water everything down and just literally splosh a few globs on them, let it all do its thing, but I'll probably need to do a base coat before I do that. You know, but we're off and spinning. I think that's the important thing. We've made a start, haven't we? So that's good. There's the all. Did you say all cameras, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, we're on the all camera shot there. That's my favourite. Okay, let's have a little look. Where are we at? What do I need to do? No black in this. I wanted to try and keep colours just sort of, you know, rich into themselves. So we'll have a look in a moment on Roam Cam. Just got to decide now, is this time for the special sauce? I think it might be, actually. Shall we do it, mate? Shall we get the special sauce out?
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Nothing is impossible! No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!
Now, could I... You go on Roam Cam, mate. See if I can do this at the same time. Oh, lordy. So there's no pressure, is there? No pressure. Right, let's see. I'm going to fire some out, and let's just see. We've got the gold there, mate. Okay, so I need to try that a bit further down. Now, if you are new here, this bottle contains a magic set of 4 ingredients, which I've never revealed, but we call it special sauce because it does some pretty incredible things, like what you're seeing there. It's pretty nuts. Now, I think I'm going to try and do this line here as well. Let's have a look. Right, tell you what I'm going to do. And then I'm probably going to add another little lip of gold down here, actually. So we'll stay on Roam Cam for a second. Can I do this? Yeah, Eddie just saying some things in my ears, which I'm listening to. Well, first of all, let's have a look at this. How about that? Right there, my balls. I will do. So I think what I need to, it's this line. I need to do something with this. It's that line. So I need another line of, yeah, okay, I know what I need to do. Right, let's come off Roam Cam for a sec, because this is going to keep developing. So I will show you what's going on. Let's just dump that back on the stand. I need to deal with that line, and I think I know what I need to do with that. It's that one, isn't it? That one and that one. I like the colours. The colours are really nice. I won't say that, but it's these two. I just need a small drop. And because I can, I'll go away. You need a tiny sliver of gold. Way along. Okay. Right, now the question is what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to mash it with the fingers.
That's what she said.
You got it. Well done. Okay. Right. Oh my God, that is looking crazy. Right, hang on then. Things are developing quick. Oh, where is it? That's the darker one, isn't it? Right, I need that in this bit here, and then I'll show you what's going on. It's going to look nice macro-wise. That little hint there, just perfect. Let's get one here. Vapor trails going on. Definitely needs it out to this end. As dry as anything like this, I'll be very, very happy. Sauce is doing its job. Need to carry that substance over now. Come on, close, be close. I can feel it. Right, we've got that pretty much moving all the way along. Let's get you out to the edges. Okay. Yep.
Nice. Hey, that's pretty good.
Right, good. Yeah, that pistachio line there was definitely needed. Okay, let's go full on macro. Let's have a look. What is going down? Right. No, must stop doing that. Right, okay, well, goodness me, where do we look first? Let's try the line I've just done then. I'm going to turn 80 up in my ears. Sorry about that for a second. Since I put the battery in. 2 seconds. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your feedback. And then look what's happening down here. We've gone a bit crazy. Things developing rather nicely. Let's go around the this edge, have a look. Thanks, Lynn. Yeah, so what do we reckon to that then? Now, without the other one on, let's have a look. Gold in the middle. Whether you'll be able to see the light reflecting of that, but we'll have a go. Yeah, Devan, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's quite, you know, you've got all that brooding stuff going on to there, then it goes silent, and then you've got this kind of, almost like they're bricks, boom, 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 and it goes silent again, and then you've got a vapor trail. Yeah, so I mean, the eye can pull out 100 different reference points. But actually, in terms of the color palette, I quite like that. I really do. Quite like that. In my head now is what do I do? Because the gold has changed, but I might just give it one last spray and then I see if those pistachio wisps kind of move in and out a little bit. So I'm not going to touch the gold now because I'm going to end up losing it. And that's looking really nice actually at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that, folks. What do you reckon? Hello, Geraldine. Lovely to see you. No, as I've explained before, we're painting for, well, quite a lot of people at the moment, particularly two very big commercial clients. Everything for both of them has kind of reached a point where everything's been agreed, and they're very big companies we're painting for, and deposits have been sorted, materials are here, we can finally start painting. What I can't guarantee at the moment is when the lives are going to happen, and that's simply because as of now today, where 3 will be done in 3 live sessions, this is session number 2 of the day. We're going to both be absolutely on our knees by the time the 3rd one's done. But anyway, when all 3 are done, I've got no more space to do anything. So for instance, if I get scheduled tomorrow's, which we'd normally do on a Wednesday, if these aren't dry, I can't do the stream, but I can't wait a day and do it all on Wednesday and then just wait. Because I've got the most impossible deadline. Every single day is crucial. So had to start today. Today's the earliest I could start. I was off last week and the paint's delivered yesterday afternoon. So today is the day I have to start. So I don't want to commit to doing things on a regular basis at a certain time at the moment, because I might not have the table space to do it. Sense. So at the moment, we're going to do it ad hoc. When a painting can be moved into another room, we've graciously got a room given to us across the hall by the landlords, Biz Space. Please do go check them out. You can see that in part 1 because we gave you a little tour in part 1. But when they can be moved, the next one goes straight on and it's painted straight away. What I don't know, I can't measure that time accurately enough to schedule a stream around it. That's all it is, really. Tracy asking how long do they take to dry? Can be anything. I mean, this, because it's very doused in thinners, it might be possible but it could be moved tomorrow, but I suspect that one will be Thursday. The one we did earlier on probably won't be till Friday or Saturday. What I got planned for this one, who knows? Minimum of a couple of days before they can be moved and kept flat. Just depends about the volume of paint. But the tables will probably be out of action tomorrow. One of them might be movable tomorrow, which might be this one, but that depends on really the metallics and how that's doing. But hopefully, I mean, this is a big acid test of the passive air system that we've got in here now, where we're drawing from the ceiling out into the extractor. And the early tests have so far said that it's more speedy than we've ever had before, but it's whether that is quick enough. I don't know. So we're just going to have to suck it and see, really. Devand, go on then.
So yeah, Devant, man, I need a big client like that. Shibby, just one right now would change everything. But Devant, this is almost a year this has been going on. So with starting from the initial, looking at the property and going through plans, architects and everything else like that. So it's about a year. So, you know, we've been putting our sort of time into this for quite a while. So albeit that now it's just one great big run to get it done now, it has been building up to this. And unfortunately, it would have been nice if we could have been painting within that year, but that's not going to happen, or hasn't happened, I should say.
Good explanation. Right, okay, so I think, yeah, I'm not going to do anything more to that. I think that's done. Right, folks, Ada will give you a nice little view of that on the overhead. I'm just going to give it one part of it, one more spray. So what we're going to do now, it is just coming up to 4 p.m. in the afternoon here. I'm going to have a 30-minute break, which gives me enough time to hydrate, recharge all the batteries, and get a thumbnail done. And then we are going to be back in approximately 30 minutes time to do stream number 3 of the day, which is going to be on the canvas between the 2 painted ones. So that will be the next one. I hope you can join me for that, whatever time it is. If you've got to go to bed or got to go to work, I completely understand. But we are going to be back in around approximately 30 minutes time. So whatever device you're on, I do hope that it tells you when us 2 Herberts have come back online. And I do hope you'll be able to join me for stream number 3. Just giving this a last dose of thinners. I need to fill up with thinners. Actually quite nice. That is very interesting effects starting to appear over there. And we'll leave that and see what happens. There you go, folks. That's painting 2, session 2 of the day. You can watch the first one to the right hand side of the thumbnail where you've got this one, or underneath on your phone, but the third one is yet to come, which will be above this one, if you see what I mean. So there's the 3 for the day. Hope I've answered everybody's questions. It's been lovely to see everybody on the stream. Give us half an hour and we'll be back. I hope you've enjoyed this one, full of olives and greens and all things wonderful and textural. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. So about half an hour's time. That's it, folks, for now. Thank you so much for watching and see you very soon.